What the hell have you been doing to my brother and my wife? What'd you do, Emily? The doll, hanging cabinets, stocking on the mantelpiece, all the bizarre things that you did to try and get Rosanna to think that she was going crazy?
What are you talking about?
Will saw you with the doll. Why? Answer me.
I swear to you, I don't know anything about it.
Don't you think that kid's been through enough?
I didn't do anything to Will.
Oh, don't deny it. I know the truth.
You need to leave.
No, until I get some answers. Why? I mean, why? Why would you try and destroy my family? Tell me. What's in it for you?
You accuse me of destroying your family? Because last I checked, it was my family, too.
Will saw you.
Okay, Will saw me.
The one that you planted at Fairwinds. Don't do this. Emily, please don't do this. Don't pretend you don't know what I'm talking about.
Will said the same thing to me.
About what?
He came to me and asked me about a doll, and I didn't have a clue what he was talking about. I still don't. I barely left the house. I've had this flu. If you don't believe me, you can ask Hal.
You had the flu? That's your alibi? You had the flu?
Paul, Will's got tons of issues, okay? All because of your mother. I don't know, maybe he's lashing out at me because I'm some kind of mother figure. Have you been around the last couple of years?
He knows what he saw.
Did anybody else see it? Did you see it? Or is Will's word gospel all of a sudden?
Good enough for me.
Okay, let me ask you this. What do I gain by torturing Rosanna?
I don't know, Emily, you tell me. Maybe freedom from Will.
I love Will.
From a distance?
What are you talking about? He lived in this house for a very long time. He'd still be living here if it weren't for your mother.
Yeah, but maybe you want to get him shipped back to the state hospital.
Maybe that's not such a bad idea. And I'm not saying that because I'm plotting against you.
So how far would you go, Emily, huh? How far would you go to make sure that happens?
I have been the one constant thing in that boy's life.
You weren't constant. You weren't constant when you first got out of the hospital. You packed your bags, you took off
your watch. What are you talking about? For a few days, I came home because that's what I do. I make this place a home, or I go down trying. You know what? I got a great idea. Why don't you take your mother and move back to Fairwinds? Because I'll take Will back here in a heartbeat.
What about Daniel? Daniel's why you didn't want Will in here in the first place, if I remember right.
Daniel loves Will. And yes, I was a little worried when he first came home, but the minute I saw those boys together, my worries went away.
Right, so you're just one big, happy, peachy family.
Let me tell you something. When I married Hal, I took it all. I took the ex-wife, the kids, the house, the mortgage, and I made a lot of sacrifices. But you know what? I've been happy to do it. But I'll be damned if I'm going to stand here and let you accuse me of hurting the people I love the most.
Here's what I think. I think you're still afraid of Will, and you don't want to go to Hal and express those fears because you know that Hal will side with Will. And then where would
I'm not denying that I had fears. I just told you. God, I was a little afraid. I was freaked out when Will showed up on my doorstep. And maybe I was right. Maybe he came home too soon.
No, Will is not the one who's responsible for what's happening to Rosanna.
Well, neither am I. Now get the hell out of my house.
I'm going to find out the truth, Emily.
Just like you got the truth about Rose?
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
Will went after Rose because he thought he was losing you. What if he's not well? What if those feelings are bubbling up again? Then what?
You're wrong.
Maybe. But if I were you, I'd tell Rosanna to sleep with her eyes wide open.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
No, Anne, please. It's okay. But I'm not some little kid that you can manipulate anymore. I'm all grown up. And at least now I know for sure just what my kid brother's up against.